stage. All right, our next comic coming up is new to me, but I'm excited to have her up here. It's Stacey Harris. Nice to meet you all. The hot seats right here, huh? I didn't know they were going to put you right here. If I had known that, I wouldn't have worn pants that were falling apart. Right here, like you're right there. And I have a joke where I thrust myself forward later. Yeah, I might not do it. Does this happen to anyone else? No? Oh, thank God for common ground, everybody. All right, good. Dolphins rape.
Dolphins rape?
They do. They rape. Have you ever seen it on the Discovery Channel? No, I have. It traumatized me. As a kid, I wrote a report about my favorite animal. They wouldn't let me choose the griffin because it wasn't a real animal, so I chose dolphin. I didn't know they were rapists at the time. Years later, I saw a gangbang. So what happens is the one female dolphin will be swimming along, minding her own beat, and like all these dolphin dicks just like come into her, and they're all swimming around in a swarm, and it's very, very, they just like, their dick comes out and goes in her. And then another one will, and then somebody gets her pregnant. But unlike the dudes from Tinder, like they all stick around to raise the kid. It's very, very different. I just took myself off Tinder today, so I'm sorry if I'm harping on Tinder and it sounds like I am bitter. I am. I'm really bad at small talk, unless I'm up here, of course. I'm really bad at giving directions. Like, when did we start asking girls where they lived, and then they tell you, like, West Ashley, and then you're like, but where? And then you're like, over near Whole Foods, I guess. Yeah, but like, where? You turn right at the last entrance to Whole Foods if you're going north. Yeah, but like, what neighbor? What? When does this stop? When does this line of questioning stop? I'm not telling you where the fuck I live. You're probably not even really who you say you are. And I'm also really bad at I'm good at sex. Don't get me wrong. But I'm really good at the sex. I promise. But like, I'm really bad at talking about it. So like, if you're trying to have like phone sex with me and you want to involve another person, I'm all like, I get it. It seems rapey to me, and I'm like, That's supposed to sound like a dolphin. Let me try it again. No? Okay, it didn't sound like a dolphin at all. I'm traumatized since childhood. I'm a product of divorce. Anybody else a product of divorce? Really? Really? Oh, one verse. She's so quiet about it. It's just me. And it said, it fucks you up, right? Yeah. I come from a long line of divorce. My mother was divorced. My father was divorced. My grandma was divorced too, I think, or she just like left him. I don't fucking know. My brother's also a product of divorce. We discussed getting married. We decided we would never get married because we just assumed we'd end up divorced, because there's no way our parents would let us stay together. Because they don't believe in love. It's fine. Speaking of bad at directions, does anybody remember their first blowjob? Yeah, I do too. I'll never forget. I'm also traumatized from that. I got a lot of trauma. This is where we get it out. This guy was really bad at giving directions. I had never done it before, obviously, because it was my first time. This is how he started it on the idea that this should happen tonight. He said, I think it's time for a blowjob. And I said, all right. He's like, we've been dating long. I'm new to this. You know apparently what you're talking about, so yeah, sure, let's go there. He's like, we don't have to go anywhere. All right. We're in the backyard of his parents' house. I'm like, cool. So what do you do? He's like, I don't do anything. All right. Awesome. I'm catching on to what you're saying here. What do I do? He's like, okay, remember what you did at Heights? Heights is a hot dog place. You're not familiar with it because I'm not from here. So I was like, yeah, I remember. He's like, well, it's like a handy, but you blow. And I said, all right. So Somebody's done this before. He said, you might want to get on your knees. Mai Tai.
Oh shit.
It should have been called a suck job. I would have sucked. I hope I didn't suck tonight. Thank you very much, guys.